You're listening to PM Tonga with John Pulu.
Si oto o whaatu hou e ki pia moe kakai whanua koe o si e ni me he whae whiawhi for us here in Tāmaki Makaurau Aotearoa New Zealand. Now, our next interview may be upsetting for some of our listeners and viewers. Nearly a week has passed since the inferno that swept West Maui last Tuesday, and around 99 people are confirmed dead, with the death toll expected to rise substantially. Thousands of structures, mostly homes, have been reduced to rubble. Husks of incinerated cars line Lahaina's historic front street, while nearby search crews make their way from house to house looking for remains. It has also been reported 4 members of a Tongan family have been identified among those who have passed. And Hawai'i News reported that the family were found in a burnt-out car near their home. The victims are husband and wife, along with their daughter and grandson. And may they rest in peace. Koe whangamaria koe ni o ku tau wakai ai ki a Unaloto Taukeiaho, who is a church leader and a Tongan community leader in Kahului, which is roughly about 37 minutes away from Lahaina, and he joins us right now. Malolele Unaloto, a very, very tough time for you and your family. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, John. Thank you for inviting me to be here tonight on your show. I'm grateful. It's been a pleasure to be able to share what I have so far from the community of Lahaina. But first of all, I'd like to thank our Heavenly Father for many blessings that bestow upon the community and then also my family, so that I will be able to have this opportunity to be here with you this evening. I count that as a blessing.
Malo mo e si ikaw mahe polokalama Unaloto. As I mentioned, this is a very difficult topic or issue to discuss, but tell us, what have you seen or what have you heard from the community? I know that the death toll is now reported to be around 99 and it's expected to rise. What are you hearing, and tell us about what you've seen?
You know, those informations are very accurate. And it's very stunting. You know, for us here in the islands, we're always listening to the news to find out more people. As at this time, most of us have friends in the community. It's a very unique community. Diversities are there, multiple culture. And they are very small, so we're very unique. I would say that everybody know each other, no matter who you are and where you come from. And that's a very unique thing about Lahaina. And it's also, doesn't matter what church you go to, everybody come together, especially what is going on in Lahaina at this time. So far as the fire is 85% contained, so it's continued. I have an opportunity to visit my home day after. And it's very stunning to see that. Lahaina, it's a place where paradise to everyone here in the U.S. and mostly out throughout the world. But where it's at now, we will never forget that day where I was be able to experience what had been taking place that day. But as far I can tell you, this evening, the community is very strong. What have been taking place, there is no way we can replace, and we just need to stay together and moving forward. And that's what something that I would like to share. Lahaina is strong. Maui itself, the community, the state come together, and especially our Tongan people, they come together. This is basically, I share with everyone, o hanga e whakatamaki, o toko ni I ki tau tolu ke tau ilo ai a tau tonga. Pea koutui koe matai koloa ia, na talo be se tau tupuhake, I ho tau ki motu masiwa, mo e tau iloi, a e tau wanga ofa, pea hoko bea heni I he whanua muli. So that's great.
Malo apito e unaloto e wahe ko ia ko tui ko e mea lahi ni ki he kakai whanua ke nau mea i ai tūnga o kusi ia ia i kāinga i he taimi whai ngata ko ni pek mōne apito o ku mau wongo apito ki a mau tōlu hono kotoa me he ngahi tapa ke o mamani I he whakatamaki o mua si I whi ao moia he taimi ni. So you have a home in Lahaina, you have a connection to Lahaina as well. Can you tell us what have you lost or could you give us a picture of what you remember from what you see that's left I he ki kolo I Lahaina wha
Yes. I moved from Tonga in 1993 and moved straight to Lahaina. Since then, Lahaina will always be a home. I also have a second home that I just early purchased in June in state of Arizona. Uh, but Lahaina has always been a home for me and my family. Uh, it's hard to talk about the past, but I didn't own the home that we're staying at. I rented from a very friendly Japanese friend of mine. We have a 2 bedrooms there where my children grew up in the last 5 years. So we lost everything that was in there. Nothing recovered, including 2 of our vehicle. There was a good friend of mine who visiting from Minnesota, who has a car that is always left with us for 6 months. I was more worried about his car, so I left my car and take his car so that would be safe because I don't want to report to him that his car is missing. So, so I lost everything. I'm a little small business owner here in Lahaina. Everyone know where I work. I do wood carving, so for living. My business is just down on Front Street. We have that shop was established by my father-in-law for more than 20 years. And then I took over the business not too long ago, more than 10 years ago. So we have a business on Front Street. We lost everything from that. We also have a base yard where I do the carving. And then most of all my inventory was in a 20 footer containers. That's where I store all my products. All of that is lost. So the good thing is I do have insurance on the vehicle and also on my business, but that's not what is important. I think what is important that my family are safe. No one has lost their lives. I think I'm grateful for that. I have a wife and 3 daughters was at home at the time while I was away a little bit for a few minutes to get things that day. So as of right now, we don't have anything, but I think we have each other's. It is a blessing.
Mōne au pito, pēr koe ngahi mea whoki, ai ngahi material things e lava pe whoki ke toi whakafo, all renew and get more ka koe mo uiu mahu inga au pito. And I'm so sorry to hear about the things, and I guess now are just memories of the area Lahaina. Tau toi whakakaukau atu whoki ki ngahi mo ui koe ni ko nau si more ko uhi koe whakatamaki koe ni. What could have been done to save these lives? O kuke pehe nai e unaloto na e whakahoko atu ha whakatokanga me he authorities, me a ginau tolu mawhai ke teu ke mo mawahe me he wheitu o kuke pehe nai na e, was there enough warning?
To be honest with you, whatever was already planned in the state of Hawaii and then also the county, this fire was happened so fast. So I won't go into details, but I would say the warning, that would have been nice. But with everybody and what is taking place, there was no warning. Even those 4 Tongan members in our community who lost their life, no one lived close to them but me. They are my neighbors. They live down just 1 block from me. Every single day, we have to drive by their house. And I would say that I probably have a little guilt in me. I should have do better in waking up my neighbors. But I know the family very well. We go to the same church. So it's a little heartbreaking even to my kids. My daughter stated to me, Dad, when we drove by the house, I saw them standing ready to go. The very stunting thing is because their house, it's back to where the fire started from. They don't even know. They're looking out in the different directions where the fire come from. So then I think that was a big role that they get caught in the traffic because of that. I would probably say I was the first Tongan to go visit after the fire to their home. I was there because I wanted to go and check out our home. So in order for me to get to our home, we have to go through their house. So I was witness of being there, and so it is very stunning news.
Unaloto, our condolences to the family impacted. But before ke toenga ai si kainga koe ni unau si wesia ko hi koe whakatamaki koe ni ko hoko, and very brave. Of course, it's a very stressful time. And you have to make quick decisions to make sure that your immediate family and our thoughts and prayers go out to you, especially those who have lost loved ones here taimi koe ni. And just quickly, if I'm more pe e unaloto ko hi koe no e taimi, what is the plan in place now? Ke mo tolkuna that are displaced, that don't have any accommodation, or who have lost their belongings and their homes. What happens to you all? Are you o mo kumihufanga I hangahi whaleloto, I hangahi api nofoanga, I hangahi kolo, o fiatu ki Lahaina?
Yeah, I'll just cover that pretty quick. I was heavily involved with making sure organized where those people will be placed after the fire. The same night, we were at they call it the Stake Center, which is in Kahului, 23 miles away from Lahaina. And that's where everybody that make to Kahului, they were be able to stay at the church. And they were there for approximately, I believe, three nights. And then from there, the church was be able to find hotels in the Hawai'i area. And then we placed those family there. There was 37 adults and 17 kids was placed in a hotel. Even to this day, my wife and I were continued to coordinate food. And then also was part of our responsibilities to make sure that there is place for them to stay. So the good news is they are safe for those that survive. They have food, they have place to stay. And then we're working with the community and also with the county on the long term. And I can honestly let all of you know they are in a good hand. They will have a place to stay. We won't let them to be on the street. O tui bego ki mea bego whatokanga ke tau kakai tonga, tau ki teu bego hoko mai ngai whainga tāgo e ni, o kuiai be tau ki palani ke whai. Mole ho tau ngai abi koe hai palani hoko. Kau ku loto bege whakahage a dik mautolu si kakai u kau mahe sou, o mo ui lere e ka inga, o kuiai mea ke nau kai, pe a kuiai me palani o whatutu, ke osi koe ni te nau lava beo hiki ki ai, kai toki lava hoka ngā ue. O whaafofa bite mo ui, o nau iai I taini mi.
Ko ia. E ka take pe unaloto, o kuiai nei ha whonga whetu utaki? Is there a way that people can get in touch to find out if their loved ones are safe? Pe ngai whaamiri ko nau mo wheo hui whamore pe?
Io, ai go tuka ni ku mau osi whatu bea ki group text is in a messenger. So we keep in touch with them, telling them about the meal. So they have 3 meals a day. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Te lava beo tuku atu ai ku information here ni I ea, ke mo whetu taki mai, bea te hangarewa o pass on ki kakai koe ni. Te lava beo tu atu haki live Ke nau lea atu ai ke mo lava whanonga mai ka ki nau tolu. Ko hape whaunga mo whi mau te lava o whetutake ki nau tolu. O ki ai pe ki ballroom he hotele o mau whitaulaki ki ai he lunch, he breakfast, lunch and dinner. Pe tala ai pe mo ngaki i whanongonongo. Ko taimi ko ia te lava pe tuku atu o whai i he walu pongi pongi, tahaho ata mo e ono e fiafi.
Great.
Ko taimi o mau whataha mai ke mau mea toko ni. Komodolo Fetutak Mai, you can ask friends me on the Facebook or phone number. It's 808-666-1922. Valu no valu, ono, tahiva uoa, and I'll make sure to connect you with your family. I will try to do my best to make sure you reach out to them.
Mahalo pito en mahalo nui loa Unaloto. Mahalo pito e omi. There is some comfort in this program, he taki segment koini, but still our heart is with those who have lost everything. And whawhetanke e ki hene mawivi o tau maua whainga maare koini ke tato e whiohi ai o whakahoko ai ki polokalama koini. But thank you so much for making time for us Unaloto. Ofalahiat kia koe, pea pe fo ke whamiri.
Ofat, mamalo bito he whainga maari e, ofat ge tako toa.
Mahalo pito.